Hello everyone, I am Safo Joy C. Paya. For today's discussion, I will be presenting the assessment tool that I construct. So let's start. The learning competencies that I have is the observe correct objects-verb agreement in the grade 7 level under the first quarter. The content standard for this is the learner demonstrate understanding of pre-colonial Philippine literature as a mean of connecting to the past various reading styles, way of determining word of meaning, the sound of English and the prosthetic future of speech, and correct subject-verb agreement. The performance standard is the learn and transfer learning by showing appreciation for the literature of the past, comprehending text using appropriate reading style, participating in conservation using appropriate context-dependent expression, producing English sound correctly, and using the prosthetic features of speech effectively in various situations, and observing correct subject-verb agreement. For the content standard, the assessment tool that will be used is the formative assessment to know if they already know the assessment that was given to them. The appropriate formative assessment that will be given in learning competencies, which to observe correct subject-verb agreement, is the asynchronous and synchronous class discussion. First is the online quizzes by Google Forms, Kahoot, and Quizlet. This is the best way to know if they understand the lesson and they can answer an open-ended essay question. By this platform, they can answer it on Google Classroom and express their ideas. Next is the online interview. The best way to know it is by a one-on-one interview and group interview. This would help them to have a feedback to the student if they understand a lesson. The online interview can be used in video conferencing apps like Google Meet, Zoom, and Messenger. Also, the online recitation was to interview their understanding of a certain lesson. Online recitation can improve their public speaking, and the online platform that can be used in this online recitation will be Zoom and Google Meet. The online polls survey will help the student to express their opinion about the opportunity to understand a lesson. They can answer it on Google Forms. We can also give them a game-type activities for the student to enjoy and develop their understanding from their non-connective experience like their collaboration and problem solving. The website tool to use from this are Kahoot and Quizlet. We can give our student a video presentation that they can watch for their task. A teacher can give them a link for them to watch a reference about their task. In addition, peer evaluation and review will allow the student to evaluate and review their written work and evaluate their performance. For the performance standard, the assessment tool that will be used is the summative assessment to know their understanding of the lesson that is being given. The summative assessment will give the understanding of the learning competency, which is to observe correct subject-verb agreement. In this summative assessment, we can give our student a long quiz, unit test, chapter test, and quarterly exam. You can also use the performance-based assessment like how they will make an electronic portfolio that they can be able to do at the Google site and performance using an audio record video. They can send their performance in their Google Drive or their personal YouTube account. The best topic for this assessment tool is the subject-verb agreement, which has a formative assessment, which is practice makes perfect. And the summative assessment will be oral group reading and show it and say it. The graphs is The goal is that the student will observe the correct subject-verb agreement about the pre-colonial Philippine literature, producing English sounds correctly and using the prosthetic feature of speech effectively in previous situation and observing correct subject-verb agreement. The role of a student is to observe correct verb agreement. The audience is the grade 7 student and the teacher. Situation: the student will identify the correct subject-verb agreement. Product, performance, and purpose is performance are that they are required to learn to observe correct subject-verb agreement in a sentence. Standard and criteria for success rubric is knowledge, understanding, and learning. And that's all. Thank you for watching.